Good morning, everybody. This is Aravind Mohan, and you're watching your favorite morning coffee show. Today is 21st August 2021. Wish you all a happy Onam. Yeah, Coimbatore is today at its best. Beautiful morning shower, lovely weather, perfectly blended coffee in hand, loving hearts on the other side of the screen. Wow, I will call it as bliss. Alright, so let's get into the show for today. What are the major updates? World's first DNA based vaccine for COVID 19 is made by an Indian company, ZyCov-D. The second update, how is India's preparation for the upcoming third wave? Yeah, what are all the steps that the center and the state are taking? We'll look at that in brief. Yeah, followed by that, what are the list of minerals available in Afghanistan? This is very important for all of us to know because this goes beyond geopolitics. Yeah, the under earth treasure in Afghanistan makes a lot of sense of the interest that is there in other regions in Afghanistan. We'll take a short summary on that. Followed by that, US tech giants like Microsoft and Facebook are now having a lot of interest in investing on Indian startups. We'll look at a few examples of that, what is happening in this week. All right, so let's get into the show. Okay, so now update on the COVID vaccine. What is ZyCov-D? Yeah, we all know about Covaxin, we all know about Covishield, even Sputnik. What is ZyCov-D? Yeah, so ZyCov-D is a DNA-based vaccine that has been developed by ZyCov-D, a company in India. Yesterday, DCGA, Drug Controller General of India, has given permission to administer the ZyCov-D vaccine, ZyCov-D, after the phase 3 trials. This will be permitted under EUA, that is Emergency Use Authorization. Well, how does this work? This plasmid DNA platform technology, this is called as a plug-and-play model. This takes a section of genetic materials from the virus and gives instruction to the DNA or RNA to create protein-like substances which our immune system will recognize. Yeah, and based on this, the immunity is built. This is the world's first attempt to make a vaccine of this model. So what are the key advantages? It can easily deal to adapt to the mutation. The other point about this vaccine is that this will be administered through what they call it as needleless jab. It is expected to use a special pharma device called PharmaJet, which will make it painless with less side effect and directly intradermal vaccine insertion. ZyCov-D has given a confirmation that by end of this month, they would be able to make at least 1 crore vaccine, and by end of December, we'll have close to 5 crore vaccine being produced. Yeah. Now, who can use this vaccine and how is this administration? Yeah, this vaccine is for both kids and adults. For anybody above the age of 12, this vaccine would be made available and will be administered. So it will be given as 3 dosage. After the first dosage, there is a gap of 28 days and 56 days for the second and third dosage of this vaccine. This is an outcome of the government mission called Mission COVID Suraksha, where a huge ecosystem was being set up with corporate companies, research facilities, and Indian government worked together to come up with this product. The phase 3 trial was done with close to 28,000 people. This was done basically a few months back when we were in the COVID second wave with Delta variant spreading across the country. This was done with 28,000 people tested with, which includes adults and kids. Yeah, and this is considered as one of the largest vaccine test drive done in India. Honorable Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, in his talk has cited that India is fighting COVID-19 with full vigor. The approval of world's first DNA-based ZyCov-D vaccine at Zydus Universe is a testimony of innovative zeal. Okay, vaccine is on one side. So how is India's preparation for the upcoming third wave and how prepared are we? How is our infrastructure? Today's center is highly focused to create a national stockpile of drugs that is needed to combat COVID if there is a third wave. Now, all the key drugs that is used, for example, the remdesivir, key antibiotics, the drug that is used against black fungi. So there are some close to 15 drugs that are listed as key drugs that is needed to combat COVID. This is expected to be funded by 23,000 odd crores, which was sanctioned few months back as part of the infrastructure development against COVID. This will be a joint operation between the center and the state. This mission is something that will be distributed across the district in Pan India. Each of these districts, they will find out places where the stock has to be made available. It does not end only with these medicinal stock, but also it extends to ICU and ICU availability, oxygen supply availability, and all the infrastructural needs that is there to overcome if there is a third wave of COVID. Next news, let's look at few updates at Afghanistan. I know we're all tired of talking a lot about Afghanistan in the past days, but today it is going to be different. In the past, we saw a lot about these geopolitical conflicts between the country, situations in Afghanistan, how Taliban has acquired, how is this going to affect the economic relationship between the countries. These are all something we have seen in the past. But today we are going to discuss about hidden treasure under Afghanistan. Hidden treasure under Afghanistan? I will clarify. When we think about Afghanistan, few things that we know about their produce and what is naturally available. Probably dry fruits. Some countries know about the poppy cultivation, for which Afghanistan has been popular in the past, but very few know about the hidden treasure below. Yeah. Afghanistan is filled with rich minerals which the whole world is eyeing at. You'll be surprised to know that there is more than $2,000 billion worth minerals. First, lithium. Yeah, the report says that there could be close to $1,000 billion worth lithium inside Afghanistan. Why is lithium so important? If you look at the focus of today's world, what we're looking at, we're talking about EV cars, EV bikes. All these are driven by battery. In near future, lithium will become a very, very important mineral in a country's manufacturing growth. Now, next, what is available is iron. Report says that there could be close to $420 billion worth iron hidden in Afghanistan. Other such minerals in this list are copper, cobalt, niobium. There are a lot of such minerals available in Afghanistan, and this is one prime reason why countries like China have great interest in this region. So this makes it very clear the interest in Afghanistan that other countries have, other regions have, goes beyond geopolitical advantages, beyond expansion, but it goes more towards the industrial need. Yeah, so we should wait and watch how the story unfolds in the upcoming month. Couple of positive updates about Indian startup. First news, Microsoft is all set to invest $5 million in the Indian startup OYO Hotels. So OYO Hotels is chain of Indian budget hotel. Yeah, so if you recollect the history, in 2019, SoftBank already valuated this startup to be worth $10 billion. But of course, with the recent COVID, the need for such hotels came down and the valuation came down all the way down to $2 billion. Now, again, the valuation has increased. It is now valued by Microsoft as close to $9 billion. So it is little less than the previously valued $10 billion. Yeah, Microsoft will also give them the technology support. In fact, after this investment, report says that all of the backend of OYO Hotels will all be moved to Microsoft Cloud, the Azure platform that is supported by Microsoft. So they not only do the investment but also provide technology support to these startup companies. The managing director of Facebook India, Aravind Mohan, in a report has told that this investment that Facebook would do in India would be considered as sector agnostic. What is sector agnostic? Which means they don't have a boundary to which sector they want to invest, but they are looking at very, very interesting startups in the country. Anything that could be expanded, which can go beyond India to which has the capability to go globally. Well, these are the startups that they are looking at. All right, so that is all the news that I have for today. Hope you enjoyed the show. Well, don't forget to subscribe my channel.